That didn't really go as planned. But yeah, whatever. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to We Do Tech after that horrible intro, but yeah, whatever. So today we are gonna take a look at the EagleTec KG011, which is just as horrible name as that intro was. But this is a really good looking white and silver RGB mechanical keyboard that is only retailing for $50 on Amazon. It does kind of resemble the Corsair K70 Mark II White Edition, and it's a lot more affordable than that one. But you do also get a few different options. You do get it in a black and a white if you don't want to go for white, and then also in a non-backlit version, only blue backlit version, and then of course the RGB version. The RGB is the most expensive at $50, and all of the other ones are cheaper, down to like $37 or so on. So with that, let's take a look at the EagleTec KG011, see if it's any good and if you should spend that $50 on a keyboard like this. So with all of that, let's jump into the review. So starting off with the build quality. First, EagleTec states that it's made from aircraft grade aluminum, which is pretty much standard aluminum. That does help reflect the RGB lighting a lot more, and then also gives it a more durability. The rest of the keyboard is made from ABS plastic, so it's not the strongest build quality keyboard out there, but it's still relatively good with not too much flex. And if you just take care of the keyboard, you're not gonna have to worry about anything. But now moving on to the switches, the EagleTec uses Ultimo blue switches. Unfortunately, you don't get any other colors. You don't get reds or browns. And if you don't know what the Ultimo blues are, they're kind of the clones of the MX blues, which we pretty much all know. But they're still really good. You get your 50 million click life cycle, and they're also compared to the Gateron switches. But when comparing it to the Red Dragon Varo, which does have the exact same Ultimo blue switches, the EagleTec is a lot louder. Now that might be due to the aluminium top cover, which helps amplify the sound a bit more, but it does make already a loud blue switch even louder. So if you're not fond of the loud clicky switches, then this is definitely not going to be the keyboard for you. But now, here's just a quick sound comparison between the Red Dragon Varo and the EagleTec. Now moving on to the keycaps, which is made from ABS plastic, and it is a double shot, but it's kind of cheaply made, whereas some of the more expensive ones, you do get your outer shell and then your inner shell for the double shot keycaps, whereas this one you get your outer shell and then a tiny bit inside. So it is a double shot, but it's not as good as a lot of the other ones. But now, as for the secondary commands on some of the keycaps, they are only printed on, so they might fade after some time if you use them a lot. And then also, I have noticed that there are some chips in some of my keycaps. It's not all of them, it's like one or two, but I did see at the bottom there was tiny bit inward chips. So it's not the worst thing ever, and you can't really see it. You have to really look at it, but yeah, it is there, and it might be on a lot more keyboards as well. But now, that's not too big of a deal. You can't really see it, and a keyboard that only costs $50, yeah, it's not too bad. If you want to, you can go buy some additional Cherry MX compatible keycaps, place it on top of these, and you're not gonna have to worry. But luckily, these keycaps do let the backlight shine through clearly. Now, as for the backlight, I have to say I didn't expect it to really look this good. You can see it clearly even at daytime. If the light shines directly onto it, it might not be as bright, but in a medium to dark room, it looks really good. The RGB stands out completely, especially with the aluminum top cover. Now, there's a ton of effects that you can apply, and then also some secondary commands to change some of the effects. So going over the effects, you can select between all of them by selecting the insert, home, page up, delete, end, and page down key all of them do have 3 different effects applied. So going over those effects, firstly, you get your color cycle effect, then you get breathing, static, ripple, fade, a kind of a left and right effect, don't know really what to call it, then you get zigzag, then a kind of explosion effect, you get rain, wave, kind of a different wave effect, you get a twirl effect, you get a multicolor effect, you get another rain effect, you get rainbow, then kind of another wave effect, and then also another static effect. I don't know really what the differences was. And then finally you also get a hippie rainbow effect, which I honestly did actually like. It was the brightest and it kind of just looked the best to me. Now you can also control some of the effects with your left, right, up and down keys, and then also your equals and minus key. So left changes the direction of the effect, the right arrow key changes the color of the effect, the page up or down adjusts the level brightness between 5 levels, and then the minus and equals key changes the speed of the effect. Now you do also get some secondary commands like your media controls from F1 to F8, and then also your work shortcuts from F9 to F12, like your calculator, which I honestly use like every day because I'm really bad at maths. So that's really cool to have. Unfortunately, you do not have any macros, so you can't create your own macros if you wanted to do that. It's not the biggest drawback, but it might be something that you would like to have. And then just quickly taking a look underneath the EagleTec, you do get your anti-slip pads in the corners. That does an okay job at preventing a slip. But then you get your flip out keyboard feet, and I do feel like these might be the first thing to go with this keyboard. It's not very durable, and especially with the way it flips out, I do feel it could break easily. But for the cable, you get your standard white non-braided 1.8 meter or 5.9 feet cable. So now finally, in conclusion, what's my thoughts on the EagleTec KG011? It's just that name, that's probably the biggest drawback for this keyboard, but I honestly did enjoy my time with it, either for gaming and typing. I personally do like blue switches because of just being that tactile feel and the clickiness. I feel like I'm more in control almost. I can feel when I actually type, but if you're not a fan of the loud switches, then this is definitely not going to be the keyboard for you. Like, one of my friends just quickly typed on the thing and instantly he said he hated it. So yeah, just keep that in mind. But now if the loud blue switches doesn't really bother you, then this is definitely something that you can take a look at. Now, the EagleTec is not perfect. It does have some small issues here and there, like the chips in the keycaps, the flip out keyboard feet, and then especially just that name, KG011. They couldn't have gotten a better name, but that's fine. So it's not perfect. But honestly, for only $50, I can't complain that much. You get a relatively good build quality and a full RGB mechanical keyboard. And you don't really see that in the $50 price range. So with just that, I have to say that this is a good bang for a buck mechanical keyboard, and if you're low on your funds, then this is definitely something you can take a look at. So with all of that, I can recommend this. If you guys want to get this then for yourselves, definitely check out the link in the video description where you can find it on Amazon. You do also get the different options. Again, you get black and white, and then also the non-backlit, the blue backlit, and then the RGB backlit version. So there's a ton that you can go for. And that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, guys. If you want me to review anything else, let me know down in the comments below. Also, if you like this review, please like, share, subscribe, and comment like always. And then I will check all of you guys next time. Cheers, guys.